My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Oh boy, where do I start? So it's been a little over a week now since Battlefront Classic Collection has dropped, and the reception has been overwhelmingly negative.
What have I done?
And I can't imagine that Aspyr wanted to put out a finished product to start with. At the end of the day, it just seems like it was a cash grab from us. And it's sad that companies play on our nostalgia like this, knowing full well that there was hundreds, thousands, possibly even millions of people who wanted to go back and play the original Battlefronts again. And for people on PC, that's not an issue, but I'm looking at the people that play mainly consoles. People that own a PS4 or PS5, etc., they can't play it until now, and when they finally did get to play it, it was garbage water. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Grant you, as of time of recording this video, they did put out a patch Monday shortly after the weekend launch, which was received horribly due to bugs, glitches, stuttering, network issues, you name it. And sadly, we on the console side still don't have this patch that's supposed to make this game play better, and not just on the multiplayer side, but the single player side too. Some cutscenes in the single player are missing. That's ridiculous. They can't even get the single player right. So you can't even argue to me that, oh, you know, the game was mainly for the single player audience and multiplayer was a side thing. No. They can't even get the single player right. I couldn't even enjoy it because not only were the cutscenes missing from Battlefront 2's 501st campaign, but the loading screen for Battlefront 1, the sound was different. And I haven't played Battlefront 1 growing up, but I've seen enough videos of it to know what it should sound like. If they're going to keep the game's integrity, then they should have kept that as well. And you know, it pains me to make a video like this, tearing down one of my favorite childhood games that I would play non-stop growing up. But I guess I'm not tearing down my childhood game because, fun fact, the original Battlefront 1 and 2 are still up on Steam Store right now that you can buy. So I highly recommend that you get it before it gets taken down for some reason. I don't think it's going to, but you never know. Do yourself a favor and save yourself some money, especially if you're on PC, because this is not the re-release you're looking for. Also, I really don't know why the game was released like this. It's almost like some AI, rogue AI, took over Aspyr Studios, locked every human that they could into a room by themselves, and just started going ham on the coding, like the scientist off Robot Chicken. Now, all the gameplay that you're going to see is from the first weekend launch shortly after the game came out. And don't worry, I'm not going to include any of the epileptic seizures that happens after you die and respawn in online mode. I do not want that on anybody watching my video, so I will just edit it out. But if you know, you know. Funny enough, the first match I did online was actually pretty decently good. I mean, decent hit detection, hardly anybody sliding around. I was actually enjoying myself and having fun. Kind of like, you know, an online game should be. But it seemed like the more I played it, the more it fell apart. I'm not sure how the original Battlefronts 1 and 2's online was because I didn't have internet access growing up, but I'm pretty sure it was better than this. Also, I tried out the space battles online, and as much as they were kind of good, it ended too quickly. I mean, I really couldn't get a full experience of the space battles to see if anybody was like sliding around or the hit detection was good, because everybody just piled into each other's starships and blew it up. And I did hear that they increased the ticket count for Conquest mode, but they really need to increase the ticket count for space battles. And I usually don't do commentary content like this, but when it comes to a game that I am as passionate about as the original Battlefronts, then I kinda have to speak up, especially after the last video I said that the game was worth the price tag. Well, I guess not anymore. But man, I feel like me and everybody else who was passionate about the original Battlefronts are beating a dead horse at this point. So I guess I'm just gonna end off by saying, let this be an example that some games should just stay in the past. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care.